The man sitting with me is somebody everybody knows. If they don't know his face, they certainly know his work. Later today, Charles Schulz is going to be inducted into the Cartoonist Hall of Fame. An honor, of course, but not too surprising, considering the universal appeal of Snoopy and Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy, and all the other people in the comic strip Peanuts. There's a new collection of those comic strips now. It's called Dogs Don't Eat Dessert. And Mr. Schulz joins us. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you, Charles.
I can't imagine a Cartoonist Hall of Fame without you in it.
Well, I think there are only 22 of us in it now, and the flattering part of it is that I am with cartoonists whose work I read when I was a little kid. Of course, I used to be able to draw a great Mickey Mouse and a great Popeye and all of that kind of, those kinds of characters. So I think that's what pleases me the most. These are men whom I admired so much all the time I was growing up and wanted to be like, and now I'm sort of with them.
You are so closely involved every day with people that we are all so involved with every day. I mean, we all feel like we know your characters as well as we know our next-door neighbors or the people down the street. And when I read them, I'm always fascinated at what you must think about them. I mean, what in your mind is Snoopy?
Snoopy's a strange little character in that I think he regards himself as being very independent, but we know that he really isn't. In fact, he can't even remember the name of his owner. He's always talking about the round-headed kid. So he, in a way, is like a lot of us. When he really gets himself into trouble, he simply retreats into fantasy and survives in that way.
How about Charlie?
Charlie Brown, I think, would be the sort of little kid that I would have liked to have had as a neighbor. He just likes to play ball. He's very innocent and is not out to cause anybody else any trouble. I would have enjoyed having him as a friend, I think.
Fascinating about him, because his character is so consistent and has been for so many years. Now, is he ever going to get to kiss the little red-headed girl, or at least speak to her, have a conversation?
I wish that he could, but I think there's a certain basic premise to all sorts of humor of this type, and it's a mistake to break that premise. This is the foundation of it all. He cannot kick the football. He cannot win a ball game. It goes back, I think, to the old Little Abner and Daisy Mae premise there. He never should have gotten married. You know, it was a mistake.
Little Abner shouldn't have?
No, those are the things that you just don't do. Readers would like to see Charlie Brown kick the football or to win a ball game, but it would be a terrible mistake because it would destroy what is really the basis of the whole strip.
Can love go unrequited for so many years?
I'm an authority.
How about Linus?
Linus is a good little kid. Again, he's a very nice friend for Charlie Brown. I'm not quite sure why he needs that blanket. He seems to be the most secure one of all, but maybe it's the blanket that keeps him going. I don't know. I have 5 children of my own, and 3 of them dragged those stupid blankets around until they finally just disintegrated and disappeared.
There's nothing stupid about that blanket. That is an integral part of life, those kinds of things. I remember mine.
Did you have a blanket?
I didn't have a blanket, but I had a little bear. I hate to tell you what it was called, but I used to drag it around endlessly, of course. Those things are very important. Now, you've embarrassed me.
You won't tell me what it was called.
It was called a boo-boo. Now, come on, don't do that to me.
I'm sorry I asked.
And how about the one that always fascinates me, Peppermint Patty?
I like Peppermint Patty. I got her name one day simply from walking through the living room, and I saw this dish of candy. And, you know, Peppermint Patties. I thought, gee, that'd make a great name for a character. So I thought maybe I would do some extra children's books involving a little girl who was kind of a tomboy. But then I never had time to do it, so I thought I'd better hurry up and use this name before somebody else thinks of it. And I always wanted to create a separate group of characters across town because I think the strip was becoming too boy-oriented. Charlie Brown and Linus and the others. And eventually, Marcy met Peppermint Patty. Why she calls him Sir, I don't have the slightest idea, or calls her. But they've become very good friends. I love the little relationship that they have. They tease each other and mock each other, but they're very loyal to each other.
Wonderful people all, and a great pleasure to have you here with us. And congratulations on the honor.
Thank
Certainly
you.
well deserved. It's now 54 minutes after the hour, and we'll be right back.